pin. I don't think the OGs can lose because if the OGs lose, like the story is more dead to me. Like you can if the new bloodline lose, they're the heels. They don't losing doesn't mean they have to stop. They could come back. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. If the good guy loses here, unless they get cheated.
Breeze Prince Pretty, and this is Wrestling's Behind the Curtain.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Chance. Comes with a great week here. I don't think we did our predictions last time, but we're here for this one. So, I mean, I don't even know why we're here for this one, but Crown Jewel, we're going to give you our predictions. We're going to go in and out pause. So, Kenny, go ahead. Let's get the card up and let's do what we do.
I ain't gonna lie. I was looking for this card when you had texted me, and I think I closed the bag, sir. Yeah, it's right here. I'm sure it's right here. Is this the full card? I believe so. How many? I got 7 matches here. I believe that's a full card. I guess today is Friday, so things can change, but I doubt it.
The only thing it was spoilers. So the only thing that's going to change, spoiler, is that the Blood Knight officially reunites. So
right. So yeah, I got 7 here. Let me see. Single match for the Crown Jewel Championship. Singles match for the Women's Crown Jewel. Single, triple threat, fatal 4-way, 6-man tag. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in the order that I see it listed here. Let me know when you're ready.
Cool.
All right, so first off, we got Gunther, the Raw's World Heavyweight Champion, versus Cody Rhodes, which is the undisputed WWE Champion, going for the first time Men's Crown Jewel Championship. So some bullshit. Chip.
I think none of these titles matter because, as I just posted on the community post, go check that out. Is the belts don't leave; they stay in Saudi Arabia, so they don't even tote them around nowhere.
Shocker.
Yeah. I think Triple H said he gives them like Super Bowl rings, so I don't know, whatever. And I think Saudi Arabia is also like fan driven, especially because they're paying. So whatever they want the outcome to be. So I think more people rock with I think more people rock with Cody. So I think I'm gonna go with Cody.
So you think they're gonna play like a little bit by ear, see how the crowd going, and then choose the pin on that since they don't have no real storyline things, or they could just choose whichever way to go with the storyline on the after side of it, regardless of whatever outcome happens here. They just add it on.
I think that Saudi Arabia already told them who he wants to be the winners of every match.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
And that's what they're gonna do since they're paying like $85 billion in that shit. So I'm going with Cody.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I can't argue with there. Who's the more popular person, crowd wise, all around ways you're looking at it, it's gonna be Cody. So I'm gonna go with Cody there. Moving on. Same thing, but for the women's side. Women's inaugural Crown Jewel Championship, which Chance just told you is not leaving the building. It is the Raw Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan, versus SmackDown's Women's Champion, Nia Jax. I'm going to go with Liv Morgan here. Same reason stated before. More popular person. Nia Jax has been killing. I do believe we had her on our top 10 of 2023. 2024. Oh my God. Said the wrong year. Yeah, but I'm still stick with Liv.
So rock with me for a minute. I don't think they would pull this trigger, but I would like to see Liv win and Tiffany cash in at Crown Jewel.
Okay.
Because it could happen anywhere. It's never happened there. Saudi wants big moments. That would be something that's never happened before. History.
Yeah, they're going to be the first person to ever cash in Saudi. They're definitely going to hit that button. Yeah,
but
I see that.
But either way, I got Liv.
Yeah, it's going to be Liv regardless. That is a nice addition there, I will say. Up to that idea. Did not see that coming. Next up, Seth frickin' Rollins versus Bronson Reed.
This one's a little difficult. Because we've already said that Seth doesn't need to win per se. Like he's just that dude anyway. He's already solidified. But I don't really see why reads Bronson should win. I think they're gonna go with the crowd pop though. Ooh. So I'm gonna go with Seth. I mean, technically they could pull a Bronson because it don't really mean nothing in Saudi, but I'm gonna still go with Seth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue my earlier trend. This is all a popularity contest. Who's the more popular person? Who do you want to see? Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, will the crowd really know Bronson?
Seth. Yeah, I don't think so. Not as much. No, so nowhere near as much if they do.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Bronson popping in Saudi, but I would have to look at the merch sales or something. That's not something I would think. Next up, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. RKO versus KO, in a sense.
Yeah, Randy's super over, so I don't see how Kevin would win.
Yeah, it's got to be Randy. I think it's gonna be a good match, underrated match, maybe even the match of the card, depending on who else I have.
Could be.
Could be, possibly. I'm not gonna give it to them automatically, but it's, don't sleep on it. It's a sleeper match.
It depends.
But I'm gonna go with Randy.
Depends what KO we get.
Yeah, what KO show up, how much Randy care. But Randy usually gives a good. If he sees the right little kid in the crowd, he still does it for the fans, even though he's.
Oh, you know what I didn't mention? I forgot about this. Let's go back. I think Goldberg is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
I mean, you don't have to go back for that. I mean, you just mentioned it.
So I think. I think he can probably interfere, Spear, Gunther, and Cody. I mean, still Cody, but with Goldberg interference.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, let me correct that. If we're gonna use them, I don't hate it. But if we could leave them off, that'd be fine with me too.
Then you can get a Gunther, Goldberg.
No one's asking for that. No one is that. No one.
I'm trying not to be rude because me and Goldberg.
Well, I do know that he's supposed to be on is two per year until I think it's 2 more years on that contract. I know who did the video on it. I don't remember because I ain't been keeping up because I've been hoping that the contract will just disappear or something because we just don't need to see it. No. Okay, I guess offense. I don't really care. You're not gonna come find me. No offense, really. I mean, again, you just don't. You was never even the best wrestler anyway. But even if, let's say you was, you just clearly don't got it. Who else has got it at this age who been wrestling as long as you have? That's just, I'm sorry. Give it up. I understand the bread. You might like Saudi Arabia's climate and then maybe it got some nice views for you. Maybe you like going over there. Be an ambassador or something else. You don't got to be on our TVs no more. Thank goodness it's no longer a pay-per-view. You don't actually got to pay for this. Because, just because you contracted for 2 matches on year don't mean I got to say I'm going to enjoy both of those matches when they got it. So an appearance will actually be good because then it's not a whole match. So actually, I would appreciate that. Moving on.
I'm trying to keep it classy because we used to be friends at one point. Then you forgot about me when you came back to the WWE. It's all good though, but in a watching perspective, I think Kenny nailed it. But I would say this the same about anybody older, even John Cena. I don't really care to see John wrestle anymore either.
Oh, definitely not. It's only because we know this the end.
John's John. But John ain't doing what John was doing.
Yeah, you can be as swole as you still want to be. You and The Rock. I keep telling y'all can be as swole. It's not the same. Y'all know that. Y'all been in the ring. I don't gotta tell you that. Don't let me tell you that. I ain't in there. But anyways. Yeah, moving on. Triple threat for the United States Championship. So this one does matter though, right? The next two.
I think you gotta do Carmelo.
But I'm saying this is the results here matter, right? That's going to determine my pick. That's what I'm saying before I announce what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So triple threat for the United States Championship is LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Yes, I agree with Chance. Got to go Carmelo here. There's no doubt in my body at all.
Well, I have doubt.
LA Knight was it was alright. It was. I mean, we didn't give him the credit. Probably he was better than I thought in some spots. Not my kind of wrestler. I've said that before on this channel. I gave him a chance. I seen him on the Indies. He was a little bit better on the Indies. He's just not a WWE wrestler, maybe.
His promo sound like he's doing Stone Cold. I just can't do it. I can't get behind.
Yeah. He's a cartoon character copy of yesteryear. Basically, it's not just Stone Cold. There's a couple other people I've noticed. Even when he was in NXT, was I feel like I watched his promo before, and I don't want to feel that. I mean, I guess sometimes there's every once in a while maybe it might feel good, but if I feel like you aren't you, then you don't interest me as a wrestler. Andrade would kind of be cool. I wouldn't mind that too much, but let's be honest here. If we're gonna pull the trigger on Carmelo, we got to do it. So I'm going with Carmelo.
The only hesitation I have again is if we're going with the theme Saudi favorites, it would probably be LA Knight.
You think so?
You know they're gonna want to say yeah.
I guess we call them catchphrases.
Yo, bro. As much
Okay.
as
like you said, let's keep it cool. Let's keep it cool.
As much as I don't like it, when me and JJ went to SmackDown, bro,
It was over.
LA Knight was so over.
We do talk about this. This is again part of the reason why we got to go to more shows, which is why we need y'all again to Patreon, all that. Constantly go to these shows, they ain't free. But think about shows, even indie shows. Like the thing about no matter how over someone could be on the internet or not over, in the crowd is gonna be different. Like as long as there's been the internet has damn near disagreed with. Because first of all, it's silent minority on the internet. You in your mama basement, no one's fighting you. You can say whatever bullshit you want, and if there's 2 or 3 people who agree with you, that seems like the whole world agree with you. Compared to like if you're in a wrestling arena, yes, there's some mob culture behind that as well, but there's still be boos for someone inside the cheers. It's just that if the cheers louder, the cheers louder. It is what it is. So I mean, certain chants are motivated or not, but at the end of the day, if you over in the arena, that's what really matters. We've kind of got away from that, I think, because of COVID and because of how much the internet is in all of our lives. But I still do think we got to pay attention to what's popular in the crowd.
Yeah. So my pick and yours is Carmelo, but I definitely wouldn't be
shocked. Okay. All right. Next up, 6 out of 7, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. It's Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I don't know why they never got a name, but it's cool, whatever. Then you got Damage Control. That's Kairi Sane, Io Sky. You got Metaphor. That's Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. And then you got Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. I mean, I feel like they're just making up the numbers. No offense. I like y'all as individual wrestlers. Still don't get your tag team. Never have, and I don't think I will. So I see this going 2 possible ways. I want Jade and Bianca to retain, but I could see Metaphor stealing one here. I got nothing else. That's really all I had to say, really.
I'm about to check my security camera. I feel like what's going to happen is because they lost, I think, last time at Crown Jewel, they're going to win the Crown Jewel.
Okay.
I mean, there's really no reason to take it off of them, and I think the women's tag division is starting to heat up a little bit, but you know what they need to do? I think they started it before Mercedes left. They got to go to NXT and fight too with the belts.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's some, obviously there's some new women over there.
Yeah, they did that with like you said, with Mercedes, and when she was with oh my gosh, Bailey, when they were teammates. They went down there a couple times. They've done it a couple times. It's worked decently enough. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I do like Metaphor. I don't remember if that was always their name. Again, I'm not NXT used to be my bag now, so I still watch every once in a while, but not like I was before. But I do like Metaphor. They dope. As a team and separately, I like Lash Legend by herself a little bit more. They kind of do a little bit too much of the drama on NXT.
Did you see my video? Did you see my video?
Romances. Yeah.
You see my video?
You talking to me?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, I don't know. You can talk to the comments later on. But yeah, I mean, I did. That's why they're doing a little bit too much. Yeah, they do too much of the romance drama stuff.
I think it's more CW based, so they're trying to do I think they're trying to get that demographic, the kids, and like.
Yeah. You didn't. You mentioned that in the video. I remember you said. I don't remember what age group you said, but I remember. I understood the essence of the point. They're trying to get a younger crowd on NXT. Yeah. That reality TV
because it makes sense. They say today's slang, like they listen to the music. So
I mean, and they're also younger, just in general. Yeah,
but,
sure.
Yeah, but I don't feel they're going to lose the belt. But if they do, I wouldn't mind seeing Legend get the belt.
Dope. And the match chance has been waiting for.
We've been waiting.
Roman Reigns and the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, versus the Bloodline. So it's the OG versus the new Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga with Tonga Loa on the outside because it's a 6-man tag. Tonga Loa is on the outside.
Now this is interesting. because I don't know what's going to happen. Because every time we think that we know what's happening with the bloodline, something different happens. I don't know.
This is gonna have to be. What time is this at? It's tomorrow. It's at sun. It's tomorrow at like 2 o'clock or something. Anyway, I think right. Here's how.
Okay. You
Go ahead.
just cut me off, bro. I don't know if you watched Raw.
I did not.
So Jay was looking for Sammy.
Right.
Jimmy showed Jay that Sammy was talking to Solo.
Okay.
And they look buddy. Solo posted, and all this is on a community thing. This is why y'all need to go to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Solo posted a picture of him and Sammy together in the good times. I don't know if we're going to get a twist where Sammy messes with Solo, or if it's a swerve, if someone else is going to come, they're going to help the new bloodline, and then Sammy comes to save the OG bloodline. So I really don't know, but I would like to. But I think the new bloodline, I mean the OG bloodline, is going to win because you know they want that pop. But I just don't know how we're going to get there.
Right. So I think this match is going to be crazy. I need it to be crazy. I need it to be good. It could, like I said, there's another match on this card that could be match of the card, but this one should be match of the night. Ignoring all that, and not to ignore is probably the wrong word for this next one. Taking into consideration what you just said about Sammy, but adding on to that, I think, again, continuing the whole popularity thing we were talking about earlier, the popular team winning for the pop and all that stuff, right, for Saudi. I do think the OG Bloodline wins because of that. I don't know how they get there. I'm not sure about the Sammy antics. I do remember seeing that on the timeline, even though I didn't watch Raw. And I do think that's going to make a difference. But I just don't see, first of all, even though we're saying like, oh, it's just Saudi, it's not really going to matter. If you're pinned on TV, it makes a difference. So I feel like there has to be shenanigans here. It can't be a clean pin. And even without a clean pin, I don't think the OGs can lose, because if the OGs lose, like, the story is more dead to me. Like, you can, if the new Bloodline lose, they're the heels. They don't, losing doesn't mean they have to stop. They could come back. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. If the good guy loses here, unless they get cheated, it's like, well, you're done here. There's nothing else we need to see. We saw what we need to see, because if they want clean and we know they're willing to cheat, they're the heels. Then we don't got to see this again. So yeah, I definitely think the OGs got to win it. But I'm gonna need like a 4 out of 5 star at least.
You think The Rock shows up at any point to be with the new bloodline?
Strong possibility. Strong possibility.
Because there's that thing they showed a long time ago where Solo was telling Jacob when The Rock came, all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if and when they pull that trigger. But that would
I can see it as a strong possibility.
But that would be interesting if he comes. That happens. I feel like it's too much for them to do with Saudi, but I can see it happening. But that could happen, and then Sammy comes and helps the OG bloodline. Like I said, I don't know how we're gonna get there, but I do believe the OG bloodline gonna win.
Okay. Yeah, same. I think that's everything we got here, right?
I believe.
I know this is a WWE one, but I want to do a brief comment on AEW. I know Chance already did Bobby Lashley appearing on there, but I want to mention, because I don't remember if you did. You might have. He came down the middle, and I know I've mentioned this every time I can. AEW is pretty particular. You come off the left, you're usually a face. You come down the right, you're usually a heel. That's why Cody up in Bay, I don't think he ever came out of either Tony. He always came down the middle, not just because he wanted the big light show, which is part of it, but also because he says all the time he doesn't really believe in heels, and he's like the ultimate tweener, basically. I do think it's kind of funny that Lashley came down the middle. Lashley's going to be an anti-hero in AEW is kind of interesting as a prospect to me. I don't know if they just don't care about that no more, because again, I'm not watching every walkout, every match, every time I watch AEW. I will say that now. I only really care like during pay-per-views or debuts, which is again why I'm mentioning it now. So I think it'd be interesting if he's an anti-hero. If not, I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but technically, this is going to be another video. But technically, Swerve's a face.
I mean, but the thing is, if he's a tweener or an anti-hero, it doesn't really matter if it's a face or a heel that he's going against, really. If he's not going to be either one.
That's true. I mean, that could be a possibility. I just feel like Lashley probably doesn't even know.
Yeah.
You just walked out. But either way, that's yeah, they got to bring Power Hobbs into that. But we'll talk about that in another one.
Yeah.
But let me know if y'all rock what we said. Put it in the comments. Subscribe. join the Patreon, get the merch, join the Discord. It's free. Y'all better start, y'all better start engaging. The people that engage in the comments, I don't know if y'all have noticed, some of y'all have. I'll screenshot your stuff. I'll put it out. I'll give y'all a shout out because we appreciate y'all rocking with us. I got a partnership with Homage. They gave us some gear. We're gonna do a giveaway. But like I said,
Coming soon.
if y'all ain't part of the YouTube membership and y'all don't show love, we just gonna rock it ourselves. We keep it for ourselves.
I mean, I don't mind some little steeds.
We're trying to give y'all stuff, but y'all don't want to act right. So, let us know what y'all want to do. Be yourself.